Are you enjoying your life in Victoria?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying mine. I love Victoria. After I came here, I usually spend my downtime wandering from street to street downtown. I love every place in Victoria, but I really wanted to introduce the Inner Harbor because it is really good for walking and has a nice view of the sea. Plus, in summer, many crafts people sell their crafts in Inner Harbor. But you know, it's winter now, so I changed my mind and chose another topic. Yeah, my topic is my favorite places in Victoria. Of course, you are not interested in my favorite places, but I just want to tell you, please enjoy my presentation. Yeah, I'll tell you about Value Village. Yeah, maybe some people already know that place. Value Village is the biggest second-hand store in Victoria. Yeah, they have everything that we need, and Value Village is kind of famous among students. This is Value Village's inside. And for example, on Halloween, many students went to Value Village to buy costumes. At that time, they had a big section for Halloween. In my case, when I moved from homestay to an apartment, I bought a lot of household items. I usually go there once a week or once every 2 weeks. Every time I go, I bought a lot of how can I say stuff? Yeah, a lot of stuff like clothes or some crafts tools, materials, or dolls. Yeah, when I went there to do research for this presentation, of course, I bought some things. I spent over $80 that day. Yeah, I bought this cardigan at that day. And this cafe is Wild Coffee and Bistro on the Yates Street. This is one of my favorite cafes in Victoria. My Japanese friend recommended this cafe. Actually, this cafe is quite famous among Japanese students. I don't know why, but every time I always see Japanese students in this cafe. And this is my all-time favorite item. This is a cheese scone, and it tastes really good with butter, but I think this might be in high calorie. And this is a wild berry smoothie, but actually it's not my taste. It's sweet, and I think it has a strong flavor. Yeah. I recommend lemon smoothie. That's really good. In addition, this cafe, the interior of this cafe is really awesome. It's totally my taste. One of my friends said, "Oh, I totally understand why you like this cafe. This cafe is decorated with wood. We can see many wood crafts there. Also, this cafe sells some wood crafts that are made of wood. This is a website about that wood crafts. Yeah, I think he is a crafts person. And this is a cigarette. I don't know that name. Water cigarette?
Nargile.
Yeah. You can see this cigarette and listen to someone playing the guitar at night. And I interviewed a man who works in this cafe. His name is Darren. He has worked in this cafe for over 1 year. While he has been working in this cafe, he has seen many international students, so he readily agreed to be interviewed. He said this cafe serves really good coffee, and the servers always try to offer much better service to their service than other cafes. Lastly, he recommended the coconut white coffee latte for students. When I asked him, but I don't like coffee, so if you like coffee, please give it a shot someday. But I think it might be sweet. It might be sweet, yeah. And next, I'll tell you about Christmas Village. This is the only Christmas village in Victoria. As you can tell from the store's name, this store sells Christmas decorations. When I saw the store for the first time, I was surprised because we don't have any store like that in Korea. And when I went into the store, I was captivated. Do you remember in my impromptu speech a few days ago, I told you about my passion of my hobbies? I told you one of my hobbies is collecting dolls. Yeah, TY is a kind of brand of doll that I really love. These are many TY dolls in that store. Actually, there were several TY shops in Korea, but they all closed before I came here. That made me sad. That made me so sad. So when I discovered TY dolls in the store, of course, I bought some dolls. Yeah, even though I decided against buying any dolls in Victoria. I totally failed to keep my resolution. These are my collections. Yeah, I already bought many dolls. Yeah, and when I went to there to do research, I bought these dolls in the store. And yeah, I interviewed shop owner. His name is Falk, and he's from Germany. So it was difficult to understand his pronunciation. I asked him about Christmas. He said he has worked in the store for 23 years, and Christmas now is different from the way it used to be. In the past, people used to celebrate Christ's birth on Christmas. But nowadays, people don't celebrate Christ's birth anymore. They just enjoy time with their family or those close to them and give presents to each other. I took a picture in the shop, but actually it's forbidden. Folk let me take a picture in the shop instead of taking a picture with him. And this place is Gala Fabric. This is a fabric store. The store has many kinds of fabrics and materials, also sewing tools. You know, I really love those kind of things, so I've already bought a lot of fabric. And made some stuff.